We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Washington now brings this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On red. Let's go 52. Here we go.
On first down, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Room past the 35. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hey, hey, hey.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Jaguars are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamill. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
Come on. Hey. Tempo.
Now Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther Street.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Stroud on 3rd down now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's 4 finished off the play. So on fourth down, on comes Ty Zentner to punt for Houston. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to ETN running right. And out across midfield down to the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Stroud. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they have been seeking.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Third. Right there. Ready.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ryan.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
There we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get this out left. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
A point after, goodbye groupie. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Hey, Ron.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Ridley, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Etienne once more. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Lawrence will throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Safe right.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Lawrence on the sneak. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Stroud out of the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. This time they let him roam down the field. And a nice start. Picks up the first down and then some.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 38 now, here's second and 3.
Ready. Rig alert. 18, pioneer.
Another carry for Pierce. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Touchdown! Take down his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Washington now brings this out. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, a touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
19 Lions. Mustang 19.
Pierce now up the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Texans 28, Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Hey,
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running out of the gun with ETN. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down and a yard. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Go, Reed, go.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Handoff right side to Pierce. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going for it with Pierce. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw again is Lawrence. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Forced out to his left. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They go again with Pierce. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Give to Pierce. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, let's go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Hey, I'm gun.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Check mash.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for